Hello, everyone. Sarah Picaro, rapid transformational therapist, transformational healer. I am excited to bring and share this video with you. It is on a common meme. It's actually one that came up as a recent memory as a post that I shared years ago. And so many people lose sight to this truth, and they love memes like this, especially when you're going through the process of healing from past emotional abuse, neglect, and trauma, narcissistic relationships. You want vengeance, you want revenge, you want them to hurt, not just them, but we do this with everyone. But they're often the most close energetic match to the relationship that we have within ourselves. The relationship that we have with the narcissist is the closest indication of a reflection of the match, the mirror, the relationship that we have within ourselves. That's why it's the most hurtful. That's why it's the most painful. That's why it's the one that we want the most revenge with. We want them to hurt just as much as we're hurting, and we project the pain and say, well, they hurt us. I want them to hurt just as bad as they've hurt me. But really, what's happening internally and unconsciously is we are expressing our own internal pain, our own internal beliefs unconsciously. And so we're saying, I want them to hurt just as much as I'm hurting. And we're projecting it onto them, saying, I want them to hurt just as much as they've hurt me. But it's really us who's hurt us. It's our beliefs that have hurt us, formed us, shaped us, molded us. And we feel the frustration, the pain, because we feel stuck in our ability to change. We feel stuck in the beliefs that we have about ourselves, about our worth, about our value, about our purpose, about our place in this world. And we're stuck in trying to get that to change, trying to transform that, trying to shift that, trying to view that differently from our current view of it, which is an expression of the current view that we have with ourselves. So we see memes like this that popped up today on my memories: how to starve a narcissist, 7 easy steps. And we're like, yes, give me the 7 easy steps. I want the 7 easy steps because my steps have been really hard and I'm tired of them being hard. And I don't want them to be hard anymore. I want them to be easy peasy, fresh and breezy. So give me those steps. Give me that. Give me that. Give me those steps. I want to starve them, right? Because what we starve dies and what we feed grows. And we realize, holy shit, I have been feeding my own internal, damaging, critical, negative, unconscious beliefs. But then we don't realize that consciously because we're like, no, they're the problem. I'm not the problem. I was the solution. We want to be the solution for ourselves. And we often set out on a path and a journey to be the solution, to be the change that we wish to be in the world and in the relationship. But if we're holding on to those, or if we're unaware of those, if we're blissfully naive to the truth, to what's really going on, to what's really keeping us stuck in this trap, then we read things like this, and then we feel that what we read is hard, is difficult, is impossible. We feel like more of a failure when we fail to follow these steps. How to starve a narcissist. Step number 1, the best step: go no contact. Oh, easy peasy, fresh and breezy. Block, block, block. Oh, hold on. What are they doing? What are they up to? Are they living a better life, a happier life, a more joyful, more fulfilled life without me? Are they doing all the things that I wanted to do with them, that they said that they would do with me? I can't go no contact. I have to reach out and I have to say something like, I have to try to get them back. And then we get back. We get back in the cycle. We get back in the pain. We get back in the game that we were trying to get out of, that going no contact was supposed to get us out of. But the thing is, you can go no contact with a person, you can create a physical boundary, you can block them, you can do whatever. You can't go no contact with your own internal unconscious beliefs. Those are the things that will transform your life and set you free. You can't go no contact with your thoughts. You can't go no contact with your feelings. And your feelings, your thoughts, your habits, your actions, your patterns, your behaviors, those things you can't go no contact with, those all come from the internal beliefs you have about yourself that were established and formed way before you knew the narcissistic partner, perhaps in an unavailable relationship with a parent. You can't go into contact from yourself. And that's really what you're trying to do when you're saying you're going no contact with them, is that you're trying to go no contact with that part of yourself that is keeping you stuck in your own pain, that's keeping you stuck in your own ways. So you can read things like How to Starve a Narcissist, which is just, I mean, yeah, best go no contact with them, move on with life. Oh, but if it's only that easy, it gets to be easier when your beliefs support that. When your own internal and unconscious beliefs are a reflection of compassion, of love, of kindness, of acceptance, of forgiveness, all the things you gave to the narcissist that you don't want to just cut off because you want validation, you want recognition, you want admiration for all the work, the energy, and the effort that you put in. You want that to be reflected back to you, and it never was. And it shaped and formed the beliefs you have about yourself. Those were actually established long before. And so this adult relationship was a match and a mirror to the childhood beliefs that your unconscious mind formed. And you can't go no contact with your unconscious mind. It's 95% of what drives your life, of what directs, what navigates, and what is reflected within your life, especially in the form of your most close, personal, and intimate relationships. So what you really want is to starve your own internal narcissist, right? But you can't go no contact with your own internal unconscious beliefs. You can, however, completely transform them. You can shift them, you can reprogram them, you can rewrite them. And that is the work that I do with people when I work with people, either through my courses, my programs, or more rapidly working one-to-one directly with your own unconscious beliefs. Otherwise, you're just going through the motions and actions of trying to figure it out yourself. And that's where most people go. And there's nothing wrong with going that direction, but you'll find that you go that direction with a lot of frustration because you can't starve your own unconscious beliefs. Second step, how to starve a narcissist: show no emotion. You are an emotional being. You're a meaning making machine. We make meaning based on our emotion. We're emotional, spiritual, energetic beings. We're on the frequency of particular emotions. Particular emotions give us a check-in and a checkpoint. How are you doing? The most commonly asked question: how are you doing? I'm good. You're falling apart at the seams. But no, I'm good. Yeah, no, things could be better, but they're fine. All lies. And so when step number 2, how to starve a narcissist, show no emotion, you're not showing emotion. What you're trying to do is mask the emotion that you're showing, is fake the emotion that you're showing. You feel like you're falling apart inside, like you're holding on by a thread, but you're trying to show the emotion of happiness and life is so great without you, and I've got it all together. My life is so much better without you in it. That's the emotion you're trying to show. And oftentimes, when you don't really feel it within, you fake it. This is what I call the F me, the fake me, the fraud me, the one that wears the mask. Guess who else wears the mask? The narcissist in your life. And so you feel like, whoa, I'm no better than them. Because how do you not show emotion when you're an emotional, energetic being, when you're a spiritual being and your soul has emotions? Your soul feels certain feelings, and through the certain feelings, it draws a particular conclusion. It has a certain checkpoint. If I'm feeling good, I'm doing good, right? I'm on the right track. I'm on the right path. If I'm feeling good, oh no, I feel bad. Oh no, I must be bad. Oh no, my identity is someone who's bad, who doesn't have what it takes, who's not worthy and deserving of good things because I feel bad. So your mind plays this game. So show no emotion is not something that you can actually do. We're always showing emotion, right? Or maybe we're not. Maybe we're really happy, but we've got a strong RBF and we're like, how are you doing? Okay, I have no idea how you're doing because you're not showing your emotion, or maybe you've got so much Botox that I'm smiling. No, seriously, I'm really happy for you. No, really, I'm smiling. You can't tell. Whatever the story is, but you can't not show emotion. And what's not expressed externally gets processed and digested internally. So you have contact with the narcissist, especially if you have children with them, and you're supposed to have your Lady Gaga poker face, and you do during the time of the exchange or the interaction, but then it's not that you don't feel it. And if you don't process that, if it becomes stuck within you, unprocessed, unhealed, that's the definition of trauma. Unprocessed, unexpressed, right? And well, how do I express it? I don't want them to know that they can get to me, it's you that's getting to you. It's your own internal unconscious beliefs that you have about yourself that are getting to you. It has really very little to do with them and way more to do with you. It's the emotion that you feel when you think about you, when you think about where you should be by now. And how you either have totally messed up your life through the choices you've made, or they've shaped you, and you take the lessons and the learnings from them, and you take those and you use those as tools to empower you and inspire you and motivate you to continue going, to not give up, to not throw in the towel right before you reach your breakthrough. It's all of those things. So to show no emotion, good luck, my friend. Especially when you're like, hashtag sharing the meme, hashtag show no emotion. Oh, look at that. When I share memes like this, look at this. This is actually a year ago. This was 2021. Whoa, 2 years ago. Now 2023. No, look at that. It was March 27. That's the date today, but 2020. This was 3 years ago. It got 74 people who liked it, 19 people who commented on it. When I share other stuff, it doesn't get that kind of engagement. So people are looking, people are hungry, people are starving for a new life, a better life, a different life. That is your internal mind saying, starving for change, starving for healing, starving for transformation. And you're out there looking for ways to starve them. Sweetheart, you're the one that's starving. You're looking for how to make them pay. Honey, you're the one that's paying. Hello, wake up, smell the roses. You're the one that's hurting. So you got to see that. But oftentimes we just see things like this, right? And then number three, very brief interactions. The truth is, you have very brief interactions with your own emotion. You feel an emotion, boom, your internal nervous system is highly triggered. And then that fight, flight, freeze, fawn response, the trauma response kicks in, and you're like, cool, I'm out. Oh, really? You want to? And then you're immediately and automatically in fight mode. And you're thinking, oh, what just happened? What just happened? And that's what kicks in for you. So you have very brief interactions with your unconscious beliefs because your conscious mind protects you from them. It keeps you away from them because it says, no, 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 don't go there. My love, I love you. Let's not go there. Let's do that tomorrow. Let's do that another time. And so the P me you kicks in, the archetype of the emotionally abused and neglected, the P you, the perfectionist, the one that delays, the one that puts it off, the one that procrastinates, the one that tells you lies like, we don't have time for this. Oh, honey, you can't handle that. Let's go do this. So if you go there, you're gonna find the truth revealed. And yeah, that whole the truth will set you free thing, not for you today, not sweetheart, not today, sweetheart. Come on, let's go over here. Let's go drink. Let's go numb. Let's run. Let's stuff your emotions. Let's bottle your emotions. Let's just go put some lipstick and some mascara on and say that you're doing fine and just keep going, keep moving on, my darling. And you have very brief interactions with the deep internal beliefs you have about yourself. And those are the things that when you connect with, when you transform, when you change, everything in your life changes. Then you can step into that energetic space of manifestation and creation, co-creation, to truly living the life that you've always dreamed of, deserve, and desire, but not with very brief interactions. And this is not just, oh, something you should do with the narcissist. This is something you should do with yourself. But it's something that, because you've been doing with yourself, has kept you from being yourself, because you have very brief interactions with your emotions, with your feelings, with your beliefs. you brush it off, you brush it under the rug, you stuff it under the rug, and now your flat, beautiful little rug looks like a mountain. Looks like a mountain range. There are lumps all over it, and it feels like, ugh, yeah, I don't know. Okay, step number 4, how to starve a narcissist. Walk away when they start being manipulative. Here's the thing, sweetheart. You have been manipulative to yourself. You have manipulated yourself more than the narcissist has ever manipulated you. You play manipulative mind games with your own mind, and you can't walk away from yourself because wherever you go, there you are. You try to get away from yourself, and when you can't, you numb your emotions, you stuff them down, you bottle them up. We just talked about that, the archetype of the stuffer bottler. We go into that in my free masterclass when you really want to get into this and understanding more about yourself through having had a relationship with a narcissist, and you're looking for how to start them. All the while, you're the one that's starving because you walk away when you start being manipulative to yourself. You don't take it further. You don't take it deeper. You don't understand the truth of your unconscious beliefs and what they're revealing about yourself. That has you walk away from yourself, that has you reject yourself, that has you abandon yourself because you have been living a life stuck in a cycle and a pattern of walking away and causing your own abandonment wounds, causing your own rejection wounds, and saying that it's them when really it's you. And that's the truth. We don't like the truth because it reveals our own patterns, our own behaviors, our own thoughts, our own processes. And we love to point the finger at someone else and go, they need to change. But we fail to see that there's an indication of more power within us. Those fingers pointing back at us, that's what needs healing. Sure, they do too. But this is what we can control, are the things within. We can transform, we can shift, we can change. But how to starve a narcissist? They, them. If it weren't for them, then I wouldn't. And we get stuck in this game. But you've been walking away from yourself the same way that you tried to walk away from them or did, or that they walked away from you, and then you look up things about them. Really, this internal process of healing and transforming your life after has to be sitting with yourself, sitting with the truth about you, sitting with and transforming the unconscious beliefs you have about yourself. And then number 5, don't talk negatively about them to people they know. Well, duh, because they're just going to go back and tell them, and they're just going to reveal to them that you still care, right? And that's a reflection of you not caring about yourself. When you talk negatively, when you speak negatively about someone else, it's a revealing of the same words that you're using to speak about yourself. That's why in a narcissistic relationship, you can know exactly the state that they're in through the words that they're using, because words are stored up within us. And negative words are just an indication of emotions that have been stored up within our heart, that are in abundance, that are an outpouring, that we have them within, so we have them to give. So if you can speak negatively about them or anyone else, that's because you can very just as easily speak as negatively about yourself and about who you are. And you want to say that you're not, but beliefs say that you are. And so when you're talking negatively about them, especially to people that they know, because you're trying to get them to see things the way that you see them and trying to get them to be on your side, and you're pissed that they're on their side, you're stuck in the game. And you're stuck in the game of your own internal emotional abuse. It's not a fun game to be stuck in. And if it's a game, right, there's an end to it. There's a winning of it. Just like when you play little board games when you're a little kid, eventually it ends, but it doesn't end until the unconscious beliefs are transformed, shifted, and changed. And then you honestly get to a place of complete indifference. You can't be bothered. You have no interest in speaking negatively about the narcissist or anyone else or the situation at all, because your heart transforms and changes, and you begin to speak positively into yourself. You begin to declare blessings over your life and over them. You begin to love your enemies. The Bible talks about it, and for the longest time I was like, oh hell no, that's impossible. But through the transforming of your heart and connecting and aligning with your own internal unconscious beliefs about yourself, you begin to see that you have no interest, that that doesn't serve you, that it doesn't change anything. And so when you change within yourself, you begin to speak positively about the situation. You begin to speak about how you came out of it better, improved, healed, transformed, that that became the best thing that ever happened to you. And I can speak about my own personal story now through that lens because that's the truth. And the truth is, my heart transformed, my unconscious beliefs and mind transformed, and now they're all in alignment. And I can wish the narcissist well. I can pray for them. I can wish blessings over them and for them. And I can pray for God's mercy and grace to move into their heart and lives the same way that He did into mine. But that was with my own internal unconscious beliefs changing and getting in alignment with all that. And then you don't even care to begin speaking negatively about them to anyone, to people who don't know them, to people who do know them. You have no time, energy, or interest for that. And then it says, number 6, how to starve a narcissist: set boundaries and never back down. Once you start to know the way that your mind works, you stop using phrases like never back down because A, it's negative. Never. Never say never. Oh, that's supposed to be a positive because 2 negatives are supposed to equal a positive. Well, your mind hears never and it hears a double never. And so it's like, ooh, double negative. Doesn't mean positive. It means the compounding of negative emotions and feelings, thoughts, and beliefs. So never back down. Hoorah! That should be able to motivate me, encourage me, inspire me to keep going and not back down. But your mind hears never and it goes, oh, that's never going to happen. And then it hears back down and so it begins to put that in motion, backing down. It puts it in motion. And then you feel like you're down here and they're up there. And it feels like this journey to transforming and healing is going to be hard because you're not on an equal playing field or level or plane. You're down here and this is up there. That's why it feels like you've got to climb up a mountain, right? And you hear Miley Cyrus songs like, it's all about the climb. And you're like, I don't have any more energy to climb. Please, where's the elevator? Please. I can't do this anymore. And so your mind gets stuck in that negative rut because it hears never and then it hears back down and you're like, oh. And then when you do, oh my gosh, I promised myself that I was going to be a boundary and I was going to do this if they crossed my boundaries and they crossed my boundary and I didn't do this. And oh my God, oh my gosh, this is so hard. And then it begins to feel so hard because you're supposed to set the boundary and never back down. And you're supposed to be perfect at doing that, perfect at being successful at setting a boundary and never backing down. And I set it and forget it. And I hear that little thing song in my head from the little man who like had all the infomercials when I was growing up and I was watching TV and set it and forget it. I'm supposed to be able to set a boundary and forget it. Oh man, I forgot about that boundary that I set. And now you've overstepped it. You've crossed it. And now I feel like a failure because I backed down. I don't have what it takes. Boom, back at step 1, back at square one. I'm a failure. OMG. What am I going to do? And so it feels like I didn't starve them. I fed them because I let them overstep my boundary. And I forgot about this meme that was supposed to change my life. I was supposed to starve them so they'd go away, they'd die, they'd dwindle. And then I feel icky and yucky and I feel like a failure. So if you're looking for this, what you're really doing is looking for you. You're not looking for a way to hurt them. You're looking for a way to heal you. And so many people miss this understanding. So many people look for ways to hurt them and they miss this revealing within them. You're not looking to hurt them. You're looking to heal you because when you heal you, you have no interest in hurting them or anyone else. Then you become a part of the solution instead of continuously involved in the problem. Here's number 7. I don't know if it'll show it because of the lines below there, but it says, work on you. Be happy without them. Hallelujah. We finally got to something of value. Work on you. The fastest, most powerful, effective way to work on you is with your beliefs. Not your conscious beliefs, not what you wish someday that you would see yourself as, but working within with what is. Working with the unconscious beliefs you have about yourself, really revealing that, transforming that, changing that, working with you. That is 95% of you, is your own unconscious beliefs. Your belief system is your structure, your foundation. And when you transform those and when you work with that, everything changes rapidly, exponentially. That's why it's called rapid transformation. That's why it's rapid healing. It's transformational healing. When you work with you and not just the logical, conscious part of you, because chances are you've already done that. You've already tried that. You've already seen improvement and experienced progress working with that part of you. That's only 5% of you. The other more important and more imperative part of you is the 95% of you that makes you you, are the beliefs you have about you. So the work with you is really working with that part of you, with the most powerful part of you, with your own internal unconscious beliefs. That's what we do when we're working privately. That's what we do when we're working through the courses and programs. We're connecting deeply with the core and the root of your unconscious beliefs you have about yourself so that you can follow up with the second part of number 7. Be happy without them. When you are happy with you, with who you are, with the reflection of your heart, with the healing of your heart through the transformation of your unconscious beliefs, easy peasy, fresh and breezy. Like, you're happy without them. You love life without them because you understand and you realize on a more deep, more impactful level that they were a beautiful gift that came into your life to reveal what needed to be healed within you. And so you are so happy for them. You're happy that you had that relationship with them, because without them, that part of you that was calling out to, crying to you for transformation, for change, for healing, wouldn't have been revealed. And then you can be happy without them because you're happy with yourself. And you've broken the habit, the cycle, the pattern of needing to continuously be in an experience with a relationship that was revealing all the time, knocking on the door of your heart, going, hello, you need healing here. And they revealed that. Then you can truly be happy without them because you accept and you say thank you. And with gratitude and with thanksgiving in your heart, you accept what they revealed within you, and you do the work to heal it, to transform it, to completely change it. And then you no longer need that lesson from the universe. You no longer need it. You've received it, and you've received the gift of healing within yourself. So it's gorgeous. Then step number 7 can really come into play. Then you can be happy without them because you're so happy within. That is my prayer for you, my hope for you, my wish for you, my dream for you, my goal for you, my desire for you. And that is the part of you that I work with. Only when you're ready for that, because no one else can tell you that you're ready if you truly believe that you're not. So when you're in that space of knowing that something needs to change within you, because you're ready to starve that part of you that's been treating you worse than the narcissist ever did, I'd love to connect with you. You can find out more at sarahpicaro.com, and I'll see you guys next time. Sending you love. Bye for now.